Hi everyone, welcome to Woodfired Weekly at Manna from Devon Cooking School. This week we're going to be cooking roast duck leg and we're going to be braising some red cabbage with chestnuts and apple juice. We're going to be doing that in the small bushman this week, and it's a pretty simple recipe really. We want to cook both dishes reasonably gently so that we soften the cabbage and infuse it with some flavours so that we roast the duck legs, render out some fat and get a really nice crispy skin on there. So we're going to start with the red cabbage. Very simple. Everything's going to go into one pot. So some apple juice, red cabbage. Looks like quite a lot at the moment. It cooks down quite a lot. Some red onion. These are cooked chestnuts which have been chopped up a little bit, and a little bit of brown sugar to sweeten things up. Salt and pepper. Rest of the cabbage on top. Could have been made to measure. Nice tight fitting lid. I'm not even bothered about mixing everything up at this stage because we can sort that out later. So halfway through the cooking, we'll just give everything a nice stir. This oven is sitting at 5 Mississippis, so kind of falling below 200 degrees. I'd be doing this at sort of 160 to 180 if I was doing it in a regular oven, so 5 Mississippis and falling is great. Now the duck legs. We've got 4 big meaty duck legs here, and we want to get nice crispy skin on these. So this is a little bit like trying to get crackling on your pork. So first of all, make sure they're nice and dry. Then sprinkle them with some salt, and the salt starts bringing some moisture out. And because we've done these a little bit in advance, you can already see, if we look very closely, where that salt is starting to draw moisture out of the duck. And then we need to make sure that that moisture can get out easily. With pork, we score the pork, rind to let it out. With duck leg, we're going to pierce the duck leg with a sharp object. In this case, a skewer. A few nice piercings like that, so that steam can escape readily. And I'm going to pop those in the pan. If these goes into a cold pan and into the oven, by the time the pan has warmed up, fat has started to render out of the duck and they won't stick to the pan, so we don't need to worry about pre-oiling or anything. These duck legs have come from Piper's Farm down here in Devon. Piper's Farm have fantastic standards for keeping their animals, grass-fed beef, chicken which is very slow grown, which is allowed to exercise. Their duck is the same. It's allowed lots of natural exercise and a nice slow growing regime, so it'll have fantastic flavour and a good muscularity. If you want to have a look at them, we'll put a link on our blog. So just making sure that they're not packed in there too tightly, so there's room to breathe and room for that steam to escape from underneath the skin, and that the skin is presented upwards. They'll shrink a little bit once they start to cook, so then they'll have a little bit more room. But I don't want that skin to be tucked underneath because it's not going to be able to dehydrate and crisp up nicely if that happens. And then these are going to go into that same oven, and we won't look at them for about half an hour, and then we'll just have a glance to make sure everything is happening as we expect. The duck's been in the oven for a little bit over half an hour now, so I'm going to check that everything is happening as we'd hoped it would. I'm also going to give that cabbage a little stir. Make sure everything is nicely mixed up and make sure that's starting to cook. Lovely lot of steam coming out of there. It's kind of wilted down in the pan somewhat. Still got quite a bit of cooking to do. I've messed it up completely. Still got quite a bit of cooking to do before that cabbage is really nice and soft. But you can see that the colour is changing and it's starting to get soft and break down. This is a Morceau pan we're using here, these Morceau cocottes. And you can see that with the top on, absolutely no steam escapes from there. So if you're cooking a casserole, a braise in one of these pots, everything is kept inside. Absolutely magnificent. Our duck here, starting to get nice and crisp. You can see it's rendered out lots of fat into the pan here. That's all coming out of the duck. And we want to get rid of a lot of that so it's not too fatty when we eat it. And we want this skin to crisp up nicely. Back in the oven, we'll check again in another half an hour or so. The duck has been in the oven for actually a little bit over an hour and a quarter now. Nearer to an hour and a half. Shouldn't be any the worse for that. We're in a gentle falling oven. And we've got a meat which is very fatty. So it's unlikely to come to any major harm. You can see here it's rendered out plenty of fat. The skin's got a beautiful colour to it. I've just opened the oven a little bit for the last sort of 15 minutes of cooking because I want to let lots of steam out and let this crisp up. And now as it sits out of here for a few minutes, it will crisp up further, I'm sure. That fat, of course, could be strained off and used to roast potatoes another time. That'll be fantastic. Whilst those are resting for a few minutes, let's take a look at the cabbage. So now it's half the volume that it was to start with when it was up here in the pan. Now it's broken right down, but not turned to a mush. This still has some nice colour to it and a bit of texture, but it will be nice and soft and very sweet. If we have a look at the meat underneath the duck, beautiful colour on the bottom and sort of pulling away from the bone there, almost falling off the bone but not quite. I'm just going to have a taste now. It smells so good. Fantastic. So there we have crispy roast duck legs with braised cabbage and chestnuts, all cooked in the small Bushman oven. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. To see a new video every week, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you've got any questions or comments, please put those below. We'll put notes on the recipe on our website and provide a link to that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.